What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Risk here, and we back with another video for you guys. And in this one, we're gonna change things up a little bit. As recently, I've been dropping a lot of VC methods and glitches and build videos, but I'm gonna change it up and give you guys a tutorial in this one. And this tutorial is gonna be regarding shooting badges for non-shooting builds, right? Because I know a lot of you guys out there are struggling to get these badges. Considering you guys have a 60 3-pointer, so I'll be showing you the best method to get these badge upgrades as quick as possible. So that being said, if you have not yet, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon and set it to all notifications, and let's get right into the video.
She know I keep the bag on me. How I got a couple racks on me. I'ma hit it, then I dip. No, I do not trust a bitch, cause they all be the same to me. All these thoughts always running through my head. I'ma get the bag, double back for the bread. I'd rather smoke a blunt, kicking back in my bed. And yeah, she in my line, cause she know I'm getting bread.
So in case you guys didn't grasp what I said before I rolled my intro, you guys got to remember we have 3 things to do before we get into the video. Number 1, you want to make sure you hit the like button. Number 2, hit that big red subscribe button. And number 3, hit that notification button, set it to all notifications, so you could be first to all my videos. And even if I host giveaways and stuff like that, you could be the first to that. And that's just the best part about being subbed to all notifications. So when we get into this actual video, obviously I'm going to be talking to you about the method on how to get these shooting badges for non-shooting builds. And you see on screen, the easiest way is going to be through my career, and in specific MyPlayer Nation, just for the fact that we're going to be getting that double my points, which is going to be really helpful, as that double my points accounts also for double badge progress in that sense. And what makes using MyPlayer Nation so much more overpowered is currently out right now there is actually a glitch which will allow you to get unlimited MyPlayer Nation games. And I'm not sure if it's going to be in the next patch, which is supposed to be coming within the next 24 hours at the time I'm uploading this video. And if it's not going to be patched, I might, drop a video for you guys very soon on how to get unlimited MyPlayer Nation games. And you could pretty much tie it in together with this method I'll be showing you guys today. And you could just honestly just search it up. If you guys are, in a rush to get these badges, just search up, MyPlayer Nation glitch or badge glitch, and you'll see how. So I'm pretty much just going to load into this game, and I'll get back to you guys once we're actually in the game. Alright, so I'm pretty much going to start off by showing you guys a few clips of what exactly I am going to be doing, to achieve, these badge points. And just so you guys know, like I said, MyPlayer Nation is going to be the best method. Not only do you get unlimited MyPlayer Nation games and double, my points, but you also become a starter, right? This is a build that I've never played on before, and it can't shoot. It has a 65 3-pointer, 2-way slasher. I have 0 shooting badges, 85 overall. And I'm actually starting, so you're going to not only get these double my points, but you're getting double the playing time as well. So if you guys I'm going to roll this clip one more time for you guys. As you can see, all I'm doing right here is pretty much, I'm not playing defense, I'm sitting in the corner. You can go whatever corner you want, and you're pretty much just going to stand there and call for a screen. You're going to get the ball and then call for a screen. The defender's going to back off you almost every time, and then at that point, it's your job to be able to, to just sink the shot. Obviously, with having a low 3-pointer, you're not going to make it all the time, but that's why this MyPlayer Nation double my points is going to make up for you, actually missing the shot a few times. And the other big thing to look into when you're doing this method is the actual jump shot you're going to be using, alright? Because obviously, if you have no shooting badges because it's really difficult to get, you're not going to be able to get that quick draw, especially if you're doing this on like a glass lock or just a center. You're automatically going to have a much slower release, and you're going to get contested a lot easier, resulting in more misses. So the way you want to counteract this is pretty much by finding a base jump shot that actually is fairly fast. And based off my experiences, the jump shots that seem the fastest, without quick draw to me are, Zach LaVine, Dwayne Wade, Dante Exum, Trey Burke. I think Ray Allen's not too bad. So you could try one of those and kind of test it out and see how it works. As you see right now, I'm using Zach LaVine actually, and it kind of pulls me in a little bit. So that's something you got to watch out for with these jump shots, because obviously making a 3-point shot and making a 2-point shot is going to give you 2 different numbers of rep. Obviously, a 3-point shot, you'd rather take that shot. So make sure you just back up if you're going to use a jump shot like Zach LaVine, where it's going to kind of pull you in when you shoot. And really, besides that method where you're going to be calling for a screen in the corner, the only other thing you could realistically do if you do not have a high 3-point rating is pretty much post fading, alright? Because you can't just shoot the ball from the 3-point line because you don't have that, high of a rating. So what you want to do is do post fades. And here, you don't want to exactly do what I'm doing, but you kind of want to do, if that makes sense, alright? Right here in these clips, I actually, was going for finishing badges at the moment. So I was doing this post fade, but this post fade was actually in the paint, so you get credit for finishing badges. So the premise of, this method is you're going to do the post fade that I just did. It's kind of like a hop shot almost. but you're pretty much going to be doing it, you know, outside the paint, because if it's inside the paint, it's going to count as an inside shot. So if it's just as long as it's, you know, kind of outside, then it should count as a post fadeaway, and you'll get, you know, about 800 points for that. And you can make this super consistently. You could just kind of mix this in with the 3-point shooting from the corner. If that method is not working, you could switch to this, and vice versa. Typically, I recommend the post fades for my centers, because a lot of times, like I said, the centers are going to have a much slower jump shot, making the method in the corner not as reliable. And also, a lot of center builds that don't have such a high 3-point shot will actually have a decent post fade. You might have like an 80 something post fade rating, so you know the post fades might be the way to go if you are a center. But if you're a guard, I recommend you kind of stay towards that 3-point line in the corner. But obviously, if it does not work, this is always a second option to perform in the My Career game. So in terms of the My Career method, that's all you guys can really do if you do not have, you know, a high 3-point rating. Honestly, your options are very limited. But if you tie this into what I'm going to show you right now, which is the, you know, facility here, it's going to work out great for you guys. I can assure you of that. And for you guys that actually do notice this, I am on my stretch big now. This is for the fact that, like I said, the other build I was showing you guys the gameplay on, it's a new build I made recently. And I haven't played 10 My Career games yet on it, so I don't really have, you know, the personal drills unlocked yet to show you guys. So that's why I'm gonna just load up onto my stretch and show you guys the drills to do. And I'm sure you guys are probably just going off the top of your head, assuming, you know, based off other YouTubers, that I'm gonna show you guys the free throw, you know, drill here. But that's actually not the case. Obviously, the free throw drill is something that it works for some people, alright? Because let's say if you're a non-shooting build, you might have a high free throw just for the fact that the only shooting stat you probably upgraded was your free throw. You could have a 70 free throw while being an inside player. But if you decided to upgrade 0 free throw, you might be stuck at a 30, 40 free throw, maybe a 50 at most. And that the drill won't be successful if you have that type of rating. So it depends on how high your free throw is. I would say if it's below a 70, you're going to want to try the second method. And the second method is pretty much going to be, you know, the pick and popper. Alright, and it requires you to literally not shoot the ball. So it doesn't matter how high your mid-range 3-point is. You do not have to shoot the ball to complete this drill. And it will give you 100 less points than the free throw golf. But, I mean, that's, you know, the cost you're going to have to take if you cannot, you know, complete free throw golf consistently on 3 stars. Because it's pick and pop, you'll get it 3 stars every time. There's no way to not achieve 3 stars with this drill. So I'm pretty much going to walk you guys through this drill for the first time and see if you guys can just follow along. So pretty much what you're going to do is, obviously it's a weird camera angle, but you're just going to set a screen, pop out to the 3-point line, and no, you do not have to shoot the ball. All you got to do is run into the paint like that and take a layup and you get a point. So that it's not really complicated. Sometimes you don't even have to hit the screen. I'm pretty sure if you hit the screen, you do get an extra point. So if you guys want, or according to my math here, if you just hit the screen every time, I believe you get a point. So if you hit the screen every time, you might not even have to make these layups. So just keep that in mind. You might not even have to make a shot, honestly. Let me see if I hit the screen here. No, I did not have time to hit the screen there. We'll see if I hit a screen, you know, exactly if I do get a point for that. But you see, it's a very simple drill. Literally no skill required to do this. It's just gonna, because the game thinks you're gonna actually shoot that shot, but they messed up by allowing you to, you know, drive in and take a layup. And as you saw right there, I did get a point for setting a pick. So if you focus on setting a screen, that once again right there, you do get a point for that. You get 10 attempts, and I believe at 9 you get 3 stars. So if you set a screen every time, if I'm making 1 shot, you will get 3 stars and 650 points. And for you guys that just don't really, you know how the facility works, you know, every 5 to 10 games you might have a legend, what they call it, show up in your facility, which will give you 3 times progress, which means you could potentially be getting 1800 for this drill at a time for literally doing a mindless task. So when you add it up all together, you know, doing this 4 times, playing that My Career game, the amount of, you know, badge progress you could get is really, it's a lot. Alright, obviously it's going to be much slower than if somebody with a shooting build were to do this. But in terms of a non-shooting build, this is what I've seen to be the best methods to do. Because obviously just shooting pick and pops really does not work. I know last year in, you know, 2K19, 2K18, just doing normal pick and pops would actually work very well. Even if you were not a shooter, they would typically go in and you get so much rep for it. As here as you see, it does not show me the amount I got because I do have all badges. But if you click on Y, it will show you the event history. And I did get 650 points for 3 stars. So yeah, there's honestly not much more to it. These 2 methods, the My Career and the facility, should help you out. Obviously, you know, If you do that unlimited glitch with the MyPlayer Nation games, I'll definitely help you out, because it's a big difference from the MyPlayer Nation games and the actual My Career Online games. Because the My Career games, you can't afford to miss a lot. If you're playing MyPlayer Nation, if you miss, it does not really matter, because you're getting double the points. If you understand what I mean, and you have more room for error when you're playing those MyPlayer Nation games. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop a like and a comment. And if you have not yet, hit that big red subscribe button with that notification bell, set to all notifications. Like I said at the start of the video, if you guys made it all the way through, I will probably be hosting giveaways sooner than later. So having those notifications on will help you out. So it's your boy Risk, and I'm out of here.
Funny how now she be calling me back. She see that I got it, I'm stuck in the trap. 40 autos, let me put it right back. 40 autos and he left in the back. I can't be trusting cause people just act. I get the money, I run it right back. The plug on my phone, I get to these racks. The plug on my phone, I'm gonna get back. I can't be trusting cause people be switching and